Part 26, Violent Tornadoes. If damage typically results in a total loss of the affected structure. Well-built homes are reduced to a short pile of medium-sized debris on the foundation. Homes with poor or no anchoring are swept completely away. Large, heavy vehicles, including airplanes, trains, and large trucks, can be pushed over, flipped repeatedly, or picked up and thrown. Large, healthy trees are entirely debarked and snapped off close to the ground or uprooted altogether and turned into flying projectiles. Passenger cars and similarly sized objects can be picked up and flung for considerable distances. EF4 damage can be expected to level even the most robustly built homes, making the common practice of sheltering in an interior room on the ground floor of a residence insufficient to ensure survival. A storm shelter, bomb shelter, reinforced basement, or other subterranean shelter can provide substantial safety against EF4 tornadoes. EF5 damage represents the upper limit of tornado power, and destruction is almost always total. An F5 tornado pulls well-built, well-anchored homes off their foundations and into the air before obliterating them, flinging the wreckage for miles and sweeping the foundation clean. Large, steel-reinforced structures such as schools are completely leveled. Tornadoes of this intensity tend to shred and scour low-lying grass and vegetation from the ground. Very little recognizable structural debris is generated by EF5 damage, with most materials reduced to a coarse mix of small, granular particles and dispersed evenly across the tornado's damage path. Large multiple-ton steel frame vehicles and farm equipment are often mangled beyond recognition and tossed miles away or reduced entirely to unrecognizable parts. The official description of this damage highlights the extreme nature of the destruction, noting that incredible phenomena will occur. Historically, this has included such displays of power as twisting skyscrapers, ripping roofs off of tornado bunkers, leveling entire communities, derailing and tossing several train cars, and stripping asphalt from roadbeds. Despite their relative rarity, the damage caused by EF5 tornadoes represents a disproportionate hazard to life and limb. Since 1950 in the United States, only 60 tornadoes
have been designated F5 or F5, and yet these have been responsible for more than 300 deaths and 14,000 injuries.
EF4 damage. Brick home reduced to piles of rubble. Above-ground structures are almost completely vulnerable to EF4 tornadoes, which level well-built structures, toss heavy vehicles through the air, and uproot trees, turning them into flying missiles. Around 1.1% of annual tornadoes in the US are rated. These tornadoes cause destruction, obliterating and sweeping away almost anything in their paths, including those sheltering in open basements. However, they are extremely rare,
making up less than real tornadoes, and even a tornado rated as F5
usually only produces F5 damage across a relatively small portion of the damage path.
End of part 26.